How's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna bring you a new video on how to win on Apex Legends if you wanna land solo. Now in this particular case I randomly got into this lobby. My two teammates died instantly. I got 3 kills already. Unfortunately you won't be able to see them, but I decided to go back and be a good teammate and try to get his banner to revive him. Anyways, in this particular case, there were a lot of people here. I was able to get 3 kills, stay alive, and I went back to loot a little bit more. One thing I do recommend you in this particular case is when you land with a lot of people in school town is always try to get high ground. Can you see what I did there was like scan the area from the top of that building to make sure nobody is around me. Now the storm is almost closing on me, but I know I have time to loot these boxes, especially the ones that I killed, and to be honest, I know there's nobody else behind me because that team was rotating towards the circle. So I just try to grab as much as loot as I can. Always try to grab med, especially if you're gonna stay in the storm. Grab med kits, syringes, shield batteries for the future fights. Anyways, when you finish looting, just go back as fast as possible to the circle. In this video, I'm gonna show you, even though it's a little bit slow, I'm gonna show you how to stay alive mainly. Sometimes you feel like you have to rush, you have to push, you have to go and kill everybody right away. Yeah, you can do that. Most of the cases is if you have a good team, you will end up winning the fights, but when you're solo queuing, it's better just to stay alive. You don't want to go back to your lobby after basically being eliminated right away, right? So like I said, I took his banner, and why not? I'm just gonna revive him. I know probably the other team, the opponents are basically rotating to the circle, and I hear shooting in cave. Anyways, I didn't want you to waste your time. I just went straight to this. Kind of like heard this fighting over here, and it looked pretty suspicious to me that the boxes were really clean. So I peeked, and there he was. Laser him, broke his cold shield, and immediately pushed him. Luckily I have my disruptor rounds, and I took his gold. So I saw my teammate fighting and dying to his teammate. So I know he's like high ground in this position, so I don't want to push again because I know he's gonna pick up his banner. So I just wait for him to try to get low ground with me. He thirsted him. I know he's close. I see him on top. So I'm just waiting for him at this moment. There he comes. It was a pathfinder, and set. Unfortunately, I knew my teammate was not very good, and I was kind of like sick of getting his banner and stuff, and I was going to put away my position, especially can you tell I said no to him. I will not take his banner because I don't want to give away my position again, especially if I want to revive him over in this choke point. So I hear shooting over in the left side of this little cave, and I just go there and push as fast as I can. People are dropping, squads are getting wiped. There's only 6 squads left. It's possible to win this game. In this particular place, I always recommend looking and double checking. There's nobody like sitting in the corners on top of the trees or top of the mountains. So I see they're still fighting, and just throw a couple of nades. I know they're weak. Hit him with a nade. Finish him with my 301. Just want to finish that kill, make sure his teammates don't push me. And in this case, it's funny because I thought that was one of the last ones, and then that happened. So caustics are in these positions are very powerful, especially if you don't have a digital threat, you cannot shoot at them. And I was basically scared to be pushed by another team in the back. So what I did was just kind of like look back again, make sure there's nobody coming from behind, make sure there's nobody to my left, and after the gas is gone, I decided to push. I shouldn't loot it there, honestly. I should have just kept pushing. Alright, so I killed that guy in the zip line, and then, oh, I saw that guy underneath me. Kill him again, and then I know there's one more. I think it was the caustic, yeah. That's a dead body jumping. I don't know how he did that. And he gets destroyed. Now I know there's another guy knocked here. So I started to push thinking he was going to revive, and look where I found him. It was a weird fight. I've never fight in that wing of the ship. And yes, they won. The one time, one bullet, 1 HP, however you want to call it. Luckily I was able to survive that fight. I knew I couldn't loot in that position because the storm was closing, so it's better for you just to get to circle, especially if you have the meds and the equipment you need. So there's no need for me to just go back and start looting. A lot of people I see looting those scenarios, especially if you kill just 4 people right there. Just go and storm those boxes. You don't need to, honestly. Just try to get position again, like me right now. Try to get high ground, try to be close to somewhere you can a little bit hide, because you don't know if there's a full squad waiting for you. Usually they're right there in those buildings. So in this particular case, actually I'm gonna skip it because I go to this supply ship and I know there's another purple there. So after scanning those buildings to my right, I just keep going towards the circle, and I went to that ship because in case there's a full squad, I can just jump down and get a new shield. And I saw a lifeline package right there, so I know there could be on top of me. Again, this particular position, I try to maintain high ground and don't move a lot. Like, I feel like sometimes you try to just run to look for people, and they will just be sitting waiting for you. So I just decided to wait a little bit in this corner until I hear them fighting, and looks like they're about to right now. Surprisingly, it was 1v1v1, and that's it. Sorry, I'm a little bit toxic in this one. So right after this match, we're gonna jump to my next match. After this game, I decided to queue solo again. So yeah, we're gonna go to the next match. So believe it or not, in this particular case, we dropped Gauntlet to kind of like push towards School Town, and I fast forward because there was absolutely no one in Gauntlet. There was absolutely no one on School Town, and I was mad because I was kind of like trying to get kills, try to get eliminations, and it turned out to be a really slow match again. So if something like this happens, I'd rather just try to get placement, try to win the game, you know. Yeah, you lost the opportunity to get a high kill game, just try to win it. So I took the zip line to the top of this mountain and tried to hear someone, honestly, and I finally did over here. So my teammates are still alive. This was not a solo kill, even though my teammates were not very aware of situations like right now. So I marked them twice where the enemies are. They're still looting somewhere even though they're goated right now. And I hear somebody to my left. So in this particular position, I don't know where they're coming from, or I don't know how many, and I get shot in the back. So I just kind of like run back to get some cover and heal a little bit. Now I think this team was fighting another team behind the mountain. So what I did was get my shields together, try to put some shots in this guy. Unfortunately, I missed the last bullet. But I'm still pushing him because I know he's super weak. His throat is out, he's super weak, he's gonna be healing, so I just get in the house, try to kill him. And I found him and I killed him. Now he has a teammate somewhere, right? So check for doors, make sure he's not coming, lock the top door with my back, heal up, and then take high ground to make sure he's not close to me. Now they're fighting in front of me, obviously. Just making sure. Now my teammates are coming, they're pushing, they're actually doing some work, which is not bad. I spotted this wraith that is very lucky, and I spotted that guy who got knocked over there in the right side. So there was a portal she used, and why not? Sometimes you just have to take those risks. And I know there was one knock, the raid was super weak, and I encountered a nothing. Surprisingly, he killed the guy who I was shooting at, the raid, and he got the kill. Now, this is one of the main mistakes, and I'm glad this happened. Top 3 situation, and we were looting like bots. Never stayed more than 1 minute there. I was able to put some shots there, and I hear a craver. So I was like, hell no, I'm deep in this. So I put a portal to go around the mountain. One of my teammates got knocked. I even, in that moment, I was telling him, take my portal, take my portal. The elk team decides to push alone, even though his teammate died, and he gets thirsted. Now, when you see a Wraith putting a portal away from danger, just take it, man. Just take it. There's no need for you to push alone. Just take it, heal like me right now, and get a better position. I heard them in the back. I thought they took the portal, pushed me, but they actually stay in the other side of the hill, and unfortunately for them, they died to the storm. So instead of a 1v3, it will be a 1v2.
Should right take my portal, man. I did it.
Yeah, I was talking trash to that guy. I mean, it makes me mad sometimes. They don't understand. Well, in this particular case, I'm trying to, tell them to play a little bit better. So I see there's the last team next to me. I don't know how many they are, and yeah, I got a little bit lucky here. So I knocked one. That was a really good kill. And then I knocked the other one. Again, super lucky that I was able to survive that fight after killing that wraith on top of the building. And this crazy guy with a craver trying to no-scope me. Now, this is funny. I don't know if you agree with me, but unfortunately, Pathfinders are broken. I think it's almost impossible to hit a full thirst on them. Hit marker box is so small, and look what happened here. When he flies, I didn't register, but he registered the dragon. Just go back and check how I hit the dragon flying on my right side. I didn't hit the Pathfinder. Anyways, I start my fight with the Pathfinder again. I should have honestly tried to heal. Missed a couple of shots there, should have been headshots, honestly, debatable, I don't know. and he still has his cravers. He wants to snipe me, so trying to peek a little bit, give him a little bit of telling him, oh yeah, I'm here, but honestly I'm just trying to heal. It's very important this stage to just heal. I know his two teammates are dead, so it's about 1v1. And again, I missed some shots and he hit those. So at this position, I try to get a little bit of cover, take my shield battery, and I know he's on top of me. Got a little bit low kick in, and I finished the kill. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna post more videos like this in the future. Please leave a comment, like it, and subscribe. See ya.